30 days ago, I made a decision that completely changed how I operated. I launched a 30-day challenge where I let AI handle as much of my daily routine as absolutely possible. We're talking work, learning, creativity, the whole shebang. And today, right here in this explainer, I'm showing you exactly what happened. I'm going to give you the honest, unfiltered truth, the good, the bad, and honestly, the very, very messy reality of just letting AI take the wheel. 20 hours. That is the total amount of time I saved by the end of the month. It sounds pretty incredible, right? It's nearly a full day of my life just handed right back to me by using software. But look, before we celebrate that massive win, we need to jump back in time a bit because getting to that glorious number 20, it was not a smooth ride at all. In fact, it kind of started out as a complete disaster.
So let's start at the beginning. Week 1, the struggle.
I really went into this challenge expecting instant magic, but man, my first week was rough. Step 1, I tried to use 5 different AI tools, ChatGPT, Claude, Notion AI, Midjourney, and Zapier, all at the exact same time. Big mistake. Step 2, instead of actually automating my work, I just ended up adding extra, completely unnecessary steps to my daily routine. I was literally spending more time trying to figure out how to prompt the AI and manage all these tools than I was doing actual work. The friction was real, and ironically, trying to be ultra-efficient just made everything so much more complicated and time-consuming. But then things shifted. Week 2, finding flow. This is where that initial headache finally started to clear up. I completely ditched the overkill approach. I stopped trying to force 5 different tools to do everything under the sun, and I actually managed to establish a real functional rhythm. Once I stopped fighting the software and just let it assist me rather than trying to make it take over completely, everything clicked. I started saving almost 2 hours a day specifically on my writing and research tasks. 2 hours every single day. The workflow was finally doing what it was supposed to do, and the time savings were becoming very, very real. And that brings us to week 3, unexpected wins. This right here was the major turning point in the entire 30-day experiment. The benefits suddenly evolved way beyond simply working faster. My AI actually caught a massive planning mistake that I would have missed completely. It spotted this scheduling bottleneck where 2 major project deadlines overlapped. It was a totally unforced error on my part, and honestly, it would have caused major headaches down the line. That single moment completely validated my decision to let AI help me make actual decisions, not just draft emails. So the whole thing is summarized perfectly by this realization I had during week 3. This wasn't just about saving time, it was about thinking better. That right there, that is the emotional and intellectual core of this whole experiment. The true value of these tools wasn't just raw speed, it was cognitive enhancement. It was like having a tireless partner reviewing my logic and just making my actual output so much stronger. Now, really quick, before we get to the final hard numbers of the month, I have a question for you. Are you finding this explainer useful so far? If you are, please go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this explainer reach more focused learners like you. And hey, if you're not subscribed to the feed yet, now is a great time to do that so you don't miss out on the other real AI experiments we have in the pipeline. You'll definitely want to stick around to see what the final tally was in week 4 anyway. All right, the home stretch, week 4, final data. The dust has settled, the workflows are locked in, so let's break down the hard numbers from the very end of the month. As we talked about, I ended up saving roughly 20 hours over the whole month. I successfully handed off 3 completely separate repetitive tasks: inbox sorting, data entry, and meeting summaries. Just completely automated them away. But you know what the most unexpected skill was? By the end of this challenge, I realized I had become a much better editor of my own ideas. Because the AI was doing the heavy lifting of producing the raw text, I was forced to step back and critically evaluate the output. I wasn't just faster at producing, I was actually thinking way more deeply about what was being produced. So, let's wrap this up. The ultimate takeaway. After all the friction, the heavy adaptation, that incredibly messy first week, and the unexpected insights, was the entire month-long effort actually worth it? Honestly, yes, it absolutely was. It was worth it for reasons I didn't even expect when I started. It wasn't just the time saved. It was the clarity gained and the mistakes avoided. It really makes you wonder, right? If an AI can make us think this much more clearly in just 30 days, what does the next year of human evolution look like? Now, I want to turn this over to you. What AI tools should we test next? Let me know your suggestions down in the comments. I read all of them. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more AI experiments. I'll see you in the next one.